Man living in modern day society is definitely going to battle so many different struggles, and we're definitely going to go to war every day. But guys, today's video is 11 life hacks that will help you dominate life and make you feel like a conqueror. Tap into these cheat codes and really put these into practice in your daily routines and watch how successful and amazing and powerful you're going to feel. So the first one here is working out / diet and nutrition. Guys, this is definitely a life hack, because what happens is when you start working out and looking the best version of yourself, this is definitely going to make you feel powerful. There's a reason why a lot of our community, they talk about body game, and they talk about how essentially they change their body, they make the body look good because they're eating the right nutrients to build muscle, to lean out, and then they're going to the gym, they're working out. And what happens is they're changing their physical structure. So they used to be a chubbier dude. Now they're leaning out. They got a little bit more vascularity. Their veins are popping out, you know what I'm saying? And then they can show their abs. They got a little bit of definition in their arms. Their chest is poking out. Their lats is spread out like that, like a bat. So you start feeling confident, bro. And then what happens is this is a life hack, because people see your discipline because you're going to the gym. It's not easy to look good and have a good body. And then, you're applying the proper nutrients inside your diet so that you're starting to consume the nutrients that you need to actually get on a higher vibration. So you start feeling better. So you can start incorporating these high vibrational fruits, vegetables, organic eggs, organic grass-fed beefs, lean meats like New York strip steaks. Hey bro, you're gonna gain some protein off that. And then you can start eating more like salads. You need your micronutrients too. You can start taking maca, ashwagandha. That'll help boost. Every now and then you can do some black seed oil. You can definitely drink as much water as you can. Me personally, I like Mountain Valley spring water. Saratoga is a good water, because those are glass bottles. So basically, like we know there's a war on masculinity. So these BPA free water bottles are glass water bottles as you want. If you have a plastic water bottle, those microplastics are going to get consumed into us. And there's studies that show the more microplastics that you consume, the lower your testosterone it gets. They ran tests, you can Google it, and it gets caught into your testes. Big pause, but it gets caught in there. So all that, all these microplastics, plastic in general, will lower our testosterone. So you need to boost your testosterone. And a life hack is combining the workout with the gym so you can feel most confident man ever, bro. Because you're going to start looking good. You look good, you feel good, and you can go approach that baddie. You can go walk up to her, and you're not even going to take an L because you did the work. You self-improving, you growing, and you're becoming the best version of yourself. So that's the first one. You got to combine them. You got to stack them, bro. You got to go to the gym as much as you possibly can. You know what I'm saying? They talk about overtraining, but I got the David Goggins mindset, bro. There is no overtraining. We go to the gym every day if we possibly can, bro. A lot of you guys will say, no, you need a rest day. No, we don't need no rest days. We go 24/7 all day if we possibly can. No days off like the playoffs, bro, because this is all about our mindset. We're developing our mindset. And if you put in enough work, it don't matter, bro. You're going to grow when you go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? You'll grow naturally. And we're going to outwork the competition anyway. So most of us are going to go to the gym and look better than 90% of men, because most men aren't going to the gym anyway. So this is their first life hack. The second one is becoming successful. This is a powerful life hack because you make more money and you start feeling good. Now, success is on a wide scale. It's dependent on the person, because success for you could be you want to get to 6 figures because you're currently at 30,000. Success for another man could be he wants to get to $1 million. Another man wants $10 million. Some men might just want success in having a family, having a woman, raising a family, and being a family man, being married with a white picket fence, and just watching his son play football, going to his football games. So there's different versions of success. So that would be tailored based on the vision that God gave you. But basically, you want to strive towards becoming the most successful man that you possibly can. So you have to set your goals down and start to explore those goals that you have for yourself and think about those and execute. Once you start to execute, you start to take action. And once you start taking action, you become more successful. That's a life hack because most of us don't feel successful. We feel like losers. We feel depressed. We're anxious. We don't know what to do with our life, and we're overthinking and overanalyzing everything, so we never take action. Becoming successful, and even if you become rich, bro, if you become rich, there's a lot of things that you can do to help back in communities. It's more so about you getting money so that you can be a servant to others, bro. That's a lot of times the mindset that I take. Even if I don't get rich, I'm gonna try. That's it. Like 50 Cent said, I'm gonna get rich or die trying, bro. You gotta try. You gotta at least do more than you possibly can be doing now. There's always more in your tank. There's always more that you can do. And I don't want any more excuses, bro. That's what I'm saying. We gotta really incorporate these 11 life hacks so that you can become successful and be the best version of yourselves, bro. There's no excuses no more, bro. You can try to go after your purpose in life and go after that destination. So becoming successful and trying to become successful is definitely a life hack. The third one here, and this is probably the most powerful one on the list, but there's no particular order, is God, meditation, and prayer. So God is a life hack because God will give you the strength that you need to fight these demons that are operating in this world, bro. We're living in a hell realm. You can see it. Most people are zombies. Most people are robots. Most people are low vibrational. Most people will hate on you. Most people are jealous of you. Most people don't want to show you no love. They won't show you no love, bro. You'll offer them the most value possible. They'll take. They'll steal from you. They'll steal your energy. They'll steal your followers. They'll steal your girl. They'll steal the business. They'll steal your money. They'll do everything they can to take from you. So when you feel down, you feel depressed, God is going to build back up your spirit. God's going to tap in with your spirit and give you the courage that you need to go out here and fight another day. So you need to get in prayer with him, and you just focus on meditating in solitude and really tapping into God's spirit and the Holy Spirit and just repenting of your sins and constantly rebuilding the mindset that, I can be transformed by the renewing of my mind, and I can have the light within me flourish, because this world is dark and this world will try to dim your light. But with God, all things are possible. And you have to give the glory to God, because God gives us grace, bro. And God will allow you to forgive others when they constantly continue to hurt you. So this is a life hack because it allows you to have faith. Faith is one of the biggest life hacks we have because it allows you to believe. Belief in anything is one of the most powerful things as long as it's righteous. So we need to think about how can we keep being righteous men, and how can we continue to be in connection with God and seek that spirit so that we can grow on a spiritual level, because a lot of this is spiritual, bro. A lot of this goes beyond what we currently think, because so many of us are programmed to think that it's essentially we just work and then we die. And that's not what it is. Your purpose is to find God. Your purpose is to come back home to God and be a kingdom man. So don't forget that, bro. You need this life hack in your life, because you see how many of our brothers are so depressed. They're so anxious. They want to self-delete. They're miserable. And they have so much fear, doubt, and discouragement. And a lot of that is because they're being tormented in the mind by demonic entities, and they have no God. They have no angels protecting them. They have nobody on the spiritual side with God allowing them to truly operate with love in their heart and light and peace. So think about that, bro. God, meditation, prayer, life hack. Number 4 is education and knowledge. Bro, there's a reason why they say knowledge is power. The more educated you are, the more information you have, the more knowledge you have, the more you can educate others, the more you're going to have the life hack, because you're going to have the knowledge needed in order for you to make the best decisions, because a lot of these decisions come down to what you know. There's a saying, if you know better, you do better. A lot of us don't dominate life and become the greatest version of ourselves because we lack knowledge. Our people suffer because the lack of knowledge. So we need to continue to learn. We need to continue to learn, bro. What you're doing right now is you're learning. This is amazing. This is great. But don't stop here. Keep thinking about, what books can I read? You know what I mean? What can I do to truly expand my consciousness and my awareness to have different thoughts and a different perspective and challenge my perspective? Even if it's a video like this, or if it's just, another brother that can have a connection with you, you guys can bounce off ideas, and he's helping you grow, and he's helping you see things differently. Guys, bro, I'm telling you, knowledge is one of the most powerful things that we can have, because women seek this too. So if you want a woman, you have to have a high IQ, because a lot of these women want to be led. So in order for you to be a leader, you have to know what's the best decisions. And a lot of the decisions comes based on the knowledge that you have, even if it's from others. There's a reason why people pay for mentors. They're learning knowledge from these people. It's trial and error. So many of us as men, we learn the hard way, and we don't want to learn from others' mistakes. You can supersede a lot of this growth just by learning from others' mistakes, bro. I make videos on traps to avoid, mistakes that you should avoid, and so do others on YouTube. So keep thinking about these things so that you can absorb some of this content, get into your subconscious brain, expand your imagination, and from this point, you can start taking action on your goals and having this life hack and putting this into the cheat code and becoming a great man, a powerful man, amazing man. So the fifth one here, this is powerful too, bro, is confronting your trauma. Too many of us have trauma, so then that trauma keeps us in a constant PTSD, bro. You have post-traumatic stress disorder 24/7. Your brain's always down. Then because of that, you're chemically imbalanced. So then what happens is you turn bipolar, you turn schizophrenic, you want to just crash out on everybody, you act all emotional, and this is not allowing you to grow. The life hack is you confront your trauma, so that allows your spirit to rise. This is going to allow you to stay on a peaceful state. And once you continue to do your work that you need to do, bro, you're constantly basically going into that void, those demons that you have, that shadow work that you need to go tap into that, because there's a lot of growth and strength that you can tap into your mind once you go into that void, that darkness, that fog, and you confront all your trauma, that painful trauma when you was a past little boy, and you know your dad maybe abused you, your mom abused you, they verbally abused you, that girl broke your heart, whatever that trauma is, bro, you've seen some wicked things, you explore that, and then you revise it in your mind. So like, let's say I was a little boy, and I'm using a real life example because this really happened to me. Growing up as a child, my father was an alcoholic. So, you know, he would come home, abuse us, verbally abuse us. So what I would do as I grow older to confront that trauma, I would go back to my time. And with my eyes closed, I would visualize when I was a kid. And instead of being scared, instead of crying, instead of, you know, looking for my dad to basically stop beating on us and yelling at us, I would revise all that and essentially see my dad coming home, giving us hugs, telling us he's proud of us, that we're going to grow into a powerful, amazing man, that one day I'm going to change the world. And I live in that state and I stay in that state, and I only change all that from the past to think about that now. I let those past demonic thoughts and demonic time period when he was doing that, because the thing that you have to realize is the mind is an extremely powerful thing, bro. And the mind's a beautiful thing, but the mind can destroy you, or it can truly allow you to become the best version of yourself. But too many of us stay stuck on these negative thoughts in the past. You don't confront your trauma. So then you're hurt, and that hurt continues to grow. And it's like a big dark cloud that everybody can see, and then it keeps you down, and you're not truly shining your light on this world. So I would say if you're a man, that's extremely important life hack, because we need to continue to heal, bro. We need it more than ever. I'm seeing too many hurt men when I walk out in society. So the sixth one here, and this is what I talk about often, it's a huge life hack, semen retention. Guys, semen retention, obviously, you know, right now more than ever, men are battling lust. OF models are making millions of dollars off of simps that can't control their lust. They have to beat their meat all day, every day, continually, because they're on such a low vibration and they're not tapping into semen retention. Semen retention is going to allow your consciousness to grow. It's going to allow you to tap into God's spirit. It's going to allow you to get your energy back. It's going to boost your testosterone. It's going to give you the glow. It's going to give you the competitive edge. It's going to allow you to be chosen. It's going to allow you to feel free. It's going to allow you to feel powerful. It's going to give you the energy that you need. It's going to give you the ability to walk in your purpose and shine your light, because you're not going to be out here watching weird things on the hub, bro. You know what I mean? So once you can incorporate semen retention, it's one of the most powerful life hacks on this list, bro. You know what I mean? This is what we need to understand. Once we stop fornicating, once we stop giving our energy out continually, we're going to absorb the nutrients back into our body, And this is going to allow our body to heal and keep the nutrients that we need so that we can continue to take action and shine our light onto this world. So you need to try Semen Retention so that you can put this cheat code and experience. There's a reason why Semen Retention, bro, is being talked about more popular right now. Semen retention, a lot of people say that, and it's kind of true though. If you talk about semen retention, you're going to get views because a lot of men, the semen retention club, our group, our community, whatever you want to call it, has grown and has grown and has grown, and people know about the power of semen retention, bro. So that's the sixth. The seventh one is being positive. This is a life hack because we live in a world where 90% of people are negative. And if you can be a positive person, you're pretty much going to exude positivity, and people want to be around that energy. You're going to basically be able to get the things that you want because you're going to be on a positive vibration. So then you're going to be operating where people are going to be attracted to you, and you're going to start attracting the right people. You're going to start getting the connections that you need. You might get that business opportunity. You might pull up on that girl and say, you're such in a positive vibration. She's low. She's going to want to be around your energy because you're vibrating so high. Your frequency is so high. You know, there's so many different things that you could do, and just being a positive person in general, you could help people's life. That could be your purpose because so many people are negative. So if you go around smiling at people, telling people God bless you, you know, just starting a conversation with them, letting them know something, giving them a compliment, just talking to them, bro. There's so many different things that you could do when you become positive that it changes the world, bro. You know, you're being a kind person. Kindness goes a long way in a world where people are narcissistic, in a demonic world where people don't want to show you any kindness at all. They don't have no compassion at all. So this is a life hack because it's basically going to keep you at a high level of thinking because you're positive. When you're positive, you could feel like you could do anything really because there's nothing that's coming against you because you're thinking everything's so optimistically, bro. You're not being pessimistic. So you need to think about this, bro. The eighth one here is finding peace and relieving your stress. So finding peace is a life hack because once you start to find peace, you're basically going to feel positive too. And, you know, a lot of this comes back down to you have to find peace through God first. But once you can start relieving your stress, you're not going to be having so much cortisol in your blood stream. You know what I mean? So your stress is going to be down, so then you can start thinking about so many different thoughts. You can start having your imagination back again. You can start feeling like a winner. You can start feeling feel like taking action. You can start pursuing those girls. You can start pursuing your dreams. You can dream bigger. You can think bigger. You can critically analyze things. A lot of these things with peace, a lot of people say, well, how do I find peace? How do I become peaceful? It's a multifaceted situation, but essentially when you're talking about peace, you want to find a moment to where you can be in a moment. A lot of times it comes down to gratitude. If you're grateful for things, you can be in a peaceful vibration. And once you can have the gratitude with the positivity and talk to God and meditate in prayer, that will take you down a path of being peace. Now, some people have peace and can relieve stress differently. So you might be able to have peace and relieve stress when you're going to the gym. Another person might do it when he's in nature. Another person might do it when he's meditating. Another person might do it when he's basically learning and getting information that's putting him peaceful because he's reading this book and it's allowing him to slow down. Another person might do it when he's making YouTube videos because he's talking, and basically this is a form of therapy. Somebody might go to therapy, bro. Now, we don't want to find peace in drugs and alcohol and things like that, where a lot of men, they cope with things that way. We want to find positive, peaceful things. You know, maybe you join a brotherhood. Maybe you join a community like this to where we're giving you the knowledge and telling you it's okay to be the best version of yourself, to embrace masculinity. Maybe you're doing it. Maybe you're peaceful when you're giving yourself affirmations and you're just talking to yourself positively. There's different ways for you to find peace, but you have to start getting some self-knowledge, bro. You have to know thyself. What makes you happy? What makes you mad? What triggers you? What makes you emotional? All these things will raise your consciousness, raise your awareness. So these are things that you want to incorporate in your daily lifestyle. And this is a powerful life hack. So the next one here is number 9, is destroying your fear and taking action, bro. Once you destroy your fear, you feel like a conqueror. You feel like you're on top of the world, bro. You like that I forgot the movie, but it's like, made it, mom, on top of the world. That's how you feel, bro. You feel like I'm a winner. There's nobody that can, bro, what can you do to really destroy me? Because I don't have any fear, bro. I show no fear when I see Satan because I got God's protection. I got God's armor, bro. I'm a true warrior. I'm built for this lifestyle, bro. I'm really built for this stuff. Nothing can stop me. So I don't have fear to go talk to this girl. I don't have fear to go out here and chase after my dreams because I'm going to think, oh man, what if these people think that I'm a loser? They're going to judge me. I'm going to get judged so much because this video flopped. I put this video out on YouTube and only one person watched it. And then 3 people hated on me, bro. A lot of people are operating in fear because they're afraid of haters, bro. So they're never taking action. This is a cheat code because once you take action, you're going after your purpose, bro. You're training your mind to get out of your comfort zone. You're training your mind to do the things that make you uncomfortable. Once you're constantly in a position to where you're embracing change, then you can start being a leader. We need more leaders in society, bro. We need more people to where I can join a brotherhood with them and then we can go out and build something together. But so many of us don't explore these life hacks, so then we can't build anything. So then this society is just staying demonic because nobody wants to be with God and nobody wants to operate in the Holy Spirit. So then we're just losing. And then we're at where we're at, where men want to cry, men want to complain, men want to blame women, men want to blame society, men want to give up. Men just say, I'm tired of this, bro. I'm tired of this lifestyle. Our life sucks. I'm an average guy. I'm never going to get a woman. I'm lonely. I'm down. I'm depressed. So don't we want to become a better version of ourselves? But a lot of that comes down to destroying your fear, bro. I see fear just keeps people so down all the time, man. It's just depressing to me sometimes when I'm seeing around people how you're like, bro, you never take any action. You just talk all the time, bro. You got to be a man of your word. You got to be better. You got to do better, bro. There's no more excuses. So I'm saying I'm tired of our men just constantly making excuses all the time. You say tomorrow, you say tomorrow, you say tomorrow, bro. There is no tomorrow. It's only today, bro. What can we do today, right now, to destroy our fear? You have to take action now, bro. Stop complaining. Stop crying. The fear is not real, bro. And even if it is, feel the fear and do it anyway. I'm going to repeat that for y'all. Feel the fear and do it anyway. You hear me? All right, brother. The next one is number 10. This is a powerful life hack. Finding your purpose. This might be one of the most powerful ones too, because once you find your purpose, there's nothing that compares to that. You feel amazing because you're doing exactly what you were brought here to do. So many of us go to jobs we hate, we do things we hate, and we feel really discouraged because we know we're going against our spirit. So this isn't making us truly happy. And part of that is because you haven't explored what your purpose is. A lot of people say, how do I find my purpose? What gifts do you have? I don't know what gifts do I have. That's what a lot of people say. I don't know what gifts do I have. Bro, what do you naturally like to do? What do you like to do? Some people say, well, I like to just play video games. Well, is that helping others? Maybe. Maybe you can go online, start a streaming video. You go live and play video games, bro. That might be your purpose. Although I believe personally, your purpose will be aligned with what God wants you to do. So you have to explore what God brought you here to do. You might have a purpose to help change the world and spread some light. Or you might have a purpose to help the homeless out. You might have a purpose to truly help men that are battling alcoholism. You might have a purpose to help men that been divorced and they got their kids taken away from them. So you're helping men with father's rights. You might have a purpose to where you're truly helping gang members because you've been in the gangs, you've been in the prison. So now your goal is to help every man out to not want to join gangs. There's so many different things that we think about where men don't think about. And that's what I'm saying. A lot of this comes down to you think it's because of money, but money is irrelevant for the time period when you're trying to incorporate this life hack, because the goal is just to find your purpose. We don't even explore that as men of community, and that's the problem. So we just get caught up in, I got this job because I went to school to be, I went to school for marketing. So now I'm in a marketing agency and all I do is basically stay at my little desk and I market all day, and that's my purpose. but you feel like you hate that job. You dread going to that work every day. You're not doing what God really wants you to do. So that's not your purpose, bro. If you hate what you're doing, I don't think that's your purpose. You should wake up and love. You should be so excited to do the things that you want, bro. You like a little baby on that you do on Christmas Eve, bro, and you know Christmas is coming, so you can't sleep because you know you're about to open up all them presents and get those video games that you want. That's basically how you should be when we're talking about finding your purpose, bro. So explore that, man. Take some time, get in God's spirit and meditate, pray, and take some time, man. It might take a while. And you have to, that's what I'm saying. All these are life hacks, but you basically have to take all of these and combine them, bro, if you truly want to win, because it's not just going to be one or two that you could take, especially because we know this world is keeping us down as men. This world doesn't want us to elevate. This world doesn't want us to rise. This world doesn't want us to shine, but I do. That's why I'm creating this video for you, bro. I'm giving you free sauce, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is things that I learned. I'm giving you everything that I learned so that you can win, bro. Not too many people truly want to see their brothers win, bro. They want to see you lose. That's the society that we live in. They want to see you lose, bro. They haters. They won't even subscribe to your channel. They'll watch all your content. They won't subscribe. They won't hit the follow. They won't hit the like. That's just where we're at, bro. So when a man out here is truly taking time to find his purpose and he's operating in purpose, bro, that's amazing. And we need more brothers to do that. And last but not least, this is contrary to popular belief, and I'm gonna explain this. But guys, it's having a feminine woman. This is a life hack, because if you're a masculine man, you find a feminine woman, you guys would know exactly what I'm talking about. A lot of these women will compliment you. We need balance because we're out here trying to conquer the world, and we need that feminine side that will nurture us, that will care for us, that will be there, that'll rub our back, that'll make us feel like a real man. This is the duality of life, bro. There's masculinity and there's femininity. So if you can truly find a feminine woman, she's gonna stroke your ego, she's gonna stroke your body parts, you know what I'm saying? She's gonna take care of you. And I know you might say, well, that goes against the semen retention, but you could have the feminine side of her still practice semen retention until you find your purpose, and then just basically allow her to just give you that femininity, because you need, I know for a personal experience, and when I talk to men, if you truly find a woman that's feminine, she's going to have love. And we know at this point, love is one of the highest vibrations that we can operate in. Love and light is what we all should seek. So a feminine woman is going to give you love, bro. You know what I mean? She's going to give you those sweet kisses, and she's going to rub your back, bro. She's going to cook good meals for you, bro. She's going to have that nice warm bath for you, bro. She might even rub your feet. She's going to take care of it. She's going to make you feel good, bro. You know what I mean? And a lot of you guys haven't experienced this. So what I'm saying, you got to experience this, because this, once you do, this is a life hack, bro. She's going to basically, now women might not like this, but she's basically like your assistant, bro. She's going to take care of you. She's going to do everything that you want for you, because you out here dominating life, and you truly being a winner, and you making her feel safe. You're making her feel secure, bro. And if you guys really vibe, she might even make you laugh, bro. She's gonna take the stress off of you, bro. You know what I mean? And we need that, especially as men. This is a life hack. And if you know, you know. I want you to tap in, leave a comment. If you guys have a feminine woman, I would love to hear if you got one. I know it's difficult to find, but all these really are difficult to do, and that's why these are life hacks. If you can actually put the cheat code in and explore what needs to be done. But too many of us as men, we can't do it. We might try, we fail, we lose, and we don't see it as a lesson. So that's why I say it's important for us to think about how we can change, grow, and evolve in society. We need this more than ever. Men are needed, and I say that often. Men should continue to do what's right, even though we're not basically appreciated for doing it. But I think we need more men, because too many of our communities are they've accepted defeat. It's doom and gloom. It's doom and gloom. And the moment a positive brother like me tries to come around and be positive, nobody wants to support. I know that we can help each other out in this community. I know that we can unite, and I know that we can become great together. So guys, do me a favor. If you made it this far, hit the like, subscribe, and share this video. Thanks for watching. Until next time, peace.